I am sorry that I'm doing this video as a voiceover, but I'm sitting outside and I don't know, I just decided to do it this way. This world wants you to believe that what you are feeling and what you see is wrong, that there is something wrong with you, that you are crazy, that you are insane, that you need to pray, that you are possessed. Whatever it is, this world would try to cause this inner turmoil within yourself and this fear that prevents you from living the life that you are supposed to live. And yeah, it is a part of life, but an unfortunate part of life. And I know that God is not happy with it. He is so unhappy with the way this world has gone, and which is the reason why people like myself are waking up. And it actually has been happening for 20, 30 years, maybe longer, but I understand from books that I have read, things that I have discovered, is that it really happened or began happening around the 80s, but it was just so rare back then, so rare, and it's really rare today that people understand what God is trying to accomplish here with this wake-up process, this rebirth process. But I don't want to talk about that. I am trying to talk about seeing things. God says that we have things that we don't understand, things that we can't truly see within this world that we are fighting against. The things are unseen that we are fighting against. The things that attack us emotionally, things that attack us within our minds, and the things that we don't believe that we truly see within this world that exists. I have always seen faces, figures, felt presence, just knew that something was here. Since I was a little girl, I pushed it aside because I did not want to be categorized as crazy. I don't understand how a child can know what crazy means. It's just something that we know. We agreed to be here. We set this contract with God to be here. And we agree to a certain life, a certain path to take in life, what our purpose is. We agree upon that. We also agree to struggling. If you are a person who experiences deja vu a lot, that is your indication that you have already lived this life. And you have lived a life even before this generation. God has been showing me tons of things throughout the beginning of time, but a lot more of the times of the Roman Empire, when Moses and then Jesus was here. Which makes me understand why I have chosen this path today. My lineage goes back to those times. I was not just here this time or even last. I have been here several at times I think I am the type that they call an old soul. Old souls are the ones who have tons of wisdom, who act older than they are and look very, very young. I've always been mature for my age. Everywhere I went, people thought I acted so much older, but I was in a younger body. And now I understand all of this. And if you are someone who sees a face in the clouds, a figure in the tree line, whatever it is, a shadow, don't deny it. And mostly don't be afraid of it. There are other beings that reside here. There are spirits that live here with us. I mean, think about it. Do you think God would only create the human race? Why would he stop here? He's got the entire galaxy to work with. Why would he stop here? I have always been fascinated with UFOs, extraterrestrials. I have always found an interest in that kind of stuff. I have never really done much research on any of it, but I know in my heart it does exist. I really believe as well the people who say they have seen a Bigfoot. I believe people who have seen crazy things within this world, especially now because of what I have allowed myself to finally see. I believe in all things. I will never deny anything again. I will always believe somebody when they tell me they have seen something, scary or not. Because that is what faith really is anyway. Believing in the unbelievable. And when you truly believe in the unbelievable, you will see whatever your heart resonates with. I would have been terrified of the faces that I see if I were my old self. But I have no fear. When you fear, that's when you allow the negative things into your life. That's when you open up to the terrifying things that you don't want to see and have. Whether just more negative emotions, negative struggling, or truly terrifying things that reside here that we don't see. That's why being reborn within the Spirit is so important. That's why putting on the full armor of God is so important. That's why loving above all things is so important. That's why truly believing that there is no fear in perfect love is essential to your life. You will never be harmed when you put on that suit. God promises to surround you with his beautiful protection of angels. He promises to put you under his wings and guidance when you stand within the light, when you step into your truth. Nothing will harm you. I want you to believe in what you are seeing and what you are experiencing, that you are questioning right now. Maybe you aren't doing anything. Maybe you aren't seeing anything, but maybe you want to. It's setting the intention. Saying, yes, yes, God, I am ready. Show me how to be ready, God. But be prepared for Him to show you how to do it. Be prepared for some sort of test that you might see as a struggle, but He is going to show you that it's strength. He has to build you up to sustain whatever it is that's going to come at you. And it might seem traumatic for you, but in the end it's going to be beautiful, and you will be grateful for all of that struggling. The past few days I have been seeing tons of lines and grid systems, and it comes and goes from the times when I can see it. This earth, the universe, is made out of lines and grids, and not a lot of people can see it. But it radiates even throughout my home, and I know that something important is going to take place every single time, that there is a different type of phase coming through, a different blessing that's trying to pour into this world. God is shining down His beautiful light to prosper the entire world. But people don't see it as a miracle or a gift or a blessing, or what He is trying to accomplish within our lives. We see it as a struggle. We see it as something that is causing us harm. But there is a reason for every single thing that lands within our lives. It is to teach us, and it is to give us a better life. You just have to see it when it enters into your world as the test that God is trying to give to you to pass, and love it. That's why He says to be grateful for where you are, but to always crave for something more. I'm sitting here in the back of my field of dreams, and I can see within the clouds that nobody sees things that are moving in there. I know that it's God's universe, God's people, God's angels, God, and even Jesus Christ residing in there. They move around and protect us all. I want you to enjoy your life. You deserve it. Take care.